Hello everyone, my name is Sean Royalazo. I am a sophomore here at Azusa Pacific University, currently majoring in marketing. This morning I will be presenting the statistical research conducted by Christina C. Rush, Sarah J. Becker, and John F. Curry from Duke University on the correlation of certain personality factors among college students who binge eat and binge drink. Many researchers began to realize that the rates of comorbidity, the simultaneous presence of two chronic diseases in a person, were elevating within college students between binge eating and binge drinking. Like the conductors of this specific research, I sought to find why certain college students, especially those attending APU, chose to become involved in that party scene and what compels them to live such an impulsive lifestyle filled with binge eating and drinking. In the article, binge drinking was defined as consuming at least 4 for a female or 5 for a male drinks in a row during at least one sitting in the past month. Binge eating was defined as eating in a 2-hour period of time a quantity of food larger than a normal person would eat. Researchers used the Big Five, also known as the FFM, or the five-factor model, to identify certain personality traits. The FFM consists of the traits of neuroticism, extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, and openness to experience. The researchers predicted that impulse control, various combinations of neuroticism and conscientiousness, would be prevalent among the students who binge eat and drink. The 4 combinations of impulsive control are over-controlled, which would be high neuroticism, high conscientiousness; under-controlled, the most important factor, which would be high neuroticism, low conscientiousness; directed, which would be the opposite; and relaxed, which would just be low on both. Their primary hypothesis was that those who engage in both behaviors would fall under the category of the under-controlled, with high neuroticism, low conscientiousness, unlike individuals who engage in one or neither binge behavior. The researchers gathered their raw data from psychology students at a university in the southeastern United States that participated in group-administered questionnaire sessions or surveys for course credit. 218 students participated, but 10 were excluded because they failed to complete instruments, were missing numerical identifiers, or had an invalid response style. The final sample of 208 students consisted of the dependent variable, with binge eating and binge drinking as independent variables. In their first method, they used a t-test to compare a previous study in 1992, which tested 389 normal college students with the 208 college students in the current sample. The t-test was effective in that it showed the difference of personality between normal college students, who were previously tested with the NEO FFI, or five-factor inventory, and those within the sample of 208 students. In their second, they used multivariate and univariate analyses of covariance, or Mancova versus Ancova. Because this is my first year taking statistics period, I am fully not able to fathom nor explain this statistical method. However, I do know that this method was chosen because it would be easier to choose and distinguish 2 personality traits from the rest in the FFM. Here's the first table. We can see that on the left, under college norms, are the 389 students that were tested in the 1992 sample. On the right side, the study sample, are the 208 psychology students. We can see that they don't really differ when they cross over the different personality traits. But in the study sample, 107 students were found to be binge drinkers and 90 binge eaters. Here in Table 2, we can see the statistical methodology of Mancova and Ancova. The 208 students in the sample were put into 4 different categories. One was non-binge, second was binge eat and drink, third was solely binge eat, and fourth was solely binge drink. We can see that for the binge eaters and drinkers, and also for those who binge eat, the neuroticism level is significantly higher. And for those who both binge eat and drink, the conscientiousness level is significantly lower than the non-binge. So in essence, the researchers found that the current analysis partially confirmed the first study hypothesis that individuals who engage in both binge eating and drinking differ on broad personality factors from individuals who engage in either or neither behavior. Moreover, the under-controlled style of impulse control, a personality style defined by high levels of neuroticism and low levels of conscientiousness, was associated with the co-occurrence of both binge behaviors. I definitely agree with the results of this research. Binge eating plus binge drinking definitely equals uncontrolled behavior. Many people, especially college students who binge eat and or binge drink, often do it out of impulsivity. I know college is a place to experience, but at the same time, it is also a time to practice keeping a level amount of both neuroticism and conscientiousness. If John Wallace, our president, had a message for us, it would probably be keep it clean and moderate APU. Keep it God first. And that concludes my presentation. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend.